3 years ago, we were dinkies, and that is double income, no kids. Saving was an afterthought.
Now, what do? You get another brilliant idea. A special idea.
Last year, as a family, we saved 62% of our income.
Wow, no!
This year, I'm hoping to reach that 70% mark. Let me show you how I'm going to do it. Why? But why though? Why? Why am I doing this? Why even why? I really wanted to be less reliant on paychecks because with 2 young toddlers, I wanted to be free from that financial worries and also be able to focus on them. So here are my 4 tips.
Savvy.
First of all, budget. This is the most important tip in this video, and so many of us know it but don't do it. All great businesses, wealthy people, they all budget. In fact, those who save over 20% of their income, 60% of those people budget. How was I able to tell you that I saved 62% of our income last year? Well, it's because we have a budget and reporting system where we can generate reports like this. If you don't have a budget, carve out some time to create one. It will take a day to collect all your bank statements, credit card bills, and track your money and recurring expenses. You'll also be able to categorize items like rent, groceries, and travel. And once you know how you're spending your money, you can build a strategy to save. You can use the old-fashioned pen and paper, there's nothing wrong with that, or use a piece of software to do it. We use YNAB, which is a paid-for budgeting tool. Great thing about it is my partner and I both work from the same budget with the app on our phone. Everything is beautifully ticked off and categorized, and our financial goals are in the app.
Why are you laughing?
Here are the main categories in my budget, all of the major expenses we have. Then, depending on how fancy you're feeling, you can drill down even further. I obviously did because this oddly turns me on and it's like playing a game and I love it. You can see as I drill down, we have a budget for everything. Some people actually have negative feelings towards budgets because they feel as though they're being restricted.
Chandler!
Oh my God!
But as you can see, we even budget for those cheeky takeaways and date nights separately, which are outside of our own personal allowances. So if you guys want me to do a detailed breakdown and show you how I use YNAB, then leave me a comment down below and I'll delve in. Right, the second tip is have no high interest debt. 65% of people who save at least 20% of their income have no high interest debt, as high interest debt eats away at your earnings.
Rightfully so.
Now, there are different methods to repay debt, but the one that will have the highest impact is paying off the highest interest debt first. The strategy we used in putting this into action is writing down our credit card debts and associated interest rate. And this was a few years ago, and then finding balance transfer deals to move those balances to interest-free credit cards. We then budgeted to pay off the debt in the interest-free period. This is a credit card hack, and while having extra credit cards is foolish if you're still in the spending zone, it can be a very effective way to reduce the interest, so more of your money is going into paying off the capital.
Finkel took it personally.
And now we just avoid all forms of high interest debt. The only debt now we have is our mortgage, which we choose to have. The third tip is investing in the market. This is not an advanced strategy and not rocket science at all.
Okay, if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is gonna go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles.
Putting your saved money to work allows it to earn money for you, and that money improves your savings rate, particularly if you're reinvesting it. Now, I am a massive fan of kissing. Keep it simple, silly, and buying stocks is not hard at all. For the most part, I avoid buying single stocks. I avoid all the hype, FOMO, YOLO, and internet forums about trading your way to millions. Sure, there's someone that might do it, but on the whole, it will hurt way more people. Long story short though, you don't need to know about stock picks and what's hot or not. The simplest form is buying a blended diversified index tracker. It's cheap, effective, and time again has proved that it outperforms. A beautiful book on the subject is from Lars Croyer, a UK hedge fund manager who wrote Investing Demystified. A great book.
Back to the future! Back to the future!
Back to the future.
Back to the future! Back to the future!
Fourth tip is you've got to know how pensions work. We leave a shitload, a ton load of money on the table each year because we don't take the time to understand how pensions work. Seriously, it's a travesty. After budgeting, this is the second most important topic to spend some time learning. You literally get paid to save money when you put into a pension. And it's because you get that tax back. For an average earner, that's 20% paid back to you. If you invest £800 into your pension and with an average tax rate of 20%, the government will give you £160 into your pension as a tax refund. Now, rules will vary country by country, but the UK for now has a generous system. So use it, guys. If you have a matching scheme with your employer for pension contributions and you're not working towards maxing that out, well, that's just criminal if you ask me. You don't need to be an exceptionally high earner to save a significant chunk of your income. You just need discipline and strategies that build it over time. It took us a couple of years to get to 63%. We started at single digits. Here are a bunch of videos which cover some more detail on these tips. So click up and I'll take you through them. See you there.